Hello everyone, I'm Coyote Jack and well, I heard about this one. Mm, I just going to deliver this one to you because SNK CEO is demoted after Fatal Fury Series of the Worlds was released, and everyone seems to have a theory why. And also how many, but nah, not really. It's just one like they spent a lot of budget within the advertisement, and probably they told them, yeah, with this one we are going to sell more copies. And well, it looks like it didn't happen. And also, I have to add that FGC couldn't stop bitching about, oh, the seriousness of my fighting game. Shitting on Cristiano Ronaldo and Antonio Ganacci. But I also have to say, the FGC stopped bitching after that YouTuber, Maximilian Dude, received a comment from Ganacci. They stopped bitching. Yeah, the FGC, even I've ranted many times, they are the demise for the fighting games. But well, let's see what we have here. So it's not the grand return that SNK and its fans wanted for the Fatal Fury franchise. So Kenji Matsubara is a long-time executive in the video game industry, working in companies like Outemo, Sega, and Sega. Mm, I have mixed reactions about that. Before joining SNK to become its president in 2021, this was a year before SNK announced they were making a Fatal Fury game in Evo. While SNK talked about making a new Fatal Fury since 2005, it's clear that Matsubara had a lot of input in the game's direction. And also, some of the fairly criticism I have seen is how certain characters look, especially BGN, the way how they censor Shiranui Mai, because yeah, she's censored. At least in Capcom Street Fighter 6, they added two versions. The one with that censor outfit and then the original outfit. For Fatal Fury, the original outfit is locked behind and special. So yeah, even there was some point in time uh, it was of course not many people like that. So continue on. SNK shared this statement regarding Matsubara's demotion, and we open this one quickly. Is from SNK Core JP. So May 12th of current year, SNK Corporation announced leadership transitions and advisory role for Mr. Kenji Matsubara. So Tokyo, Japan. SNK today announced that Mr. Kenji Matsubara will transition to an advisory role when he will continue to lend his expertise and vision. During his tenure as CEO, Matsubara has been instrumental in driving the company's growth and innovation. 2021, what's the last game we got from them that was just a main title? Yeah, King of Fighters 15. And even I have to say they haven't said much about the sales. But I'm not going to deny that I enjoyed that one. He transformed SNK by expanding its development division and strengthening its sales and marketing functions. They spend a lot of money, man, it shows. Building it into a global publisher capable of competing worldwide. Global publisher, yeah, that's some words that I actually despise the most, but well. As part of his transition, the board will appoint the chairman of the board to assume the interim role of CEO. The board expresses its deepest gratitude to Matsubara for his dedication and leadership during a transformative period in the company's history. SNK Corporation remains committed to the strategic vision and is excited about the future as it enters his new phase of leadership. So we have that statement. And we are going back to this article. So we skipped that what we already read. So as reported by Vice, there is some professions that Matsubara's transition to an advisor happened because Fatal Fury City of the Worlds must have flopped. And with Steam, I saw high numbers, but also they didn't show like, oh, we already sold this amount of copies yet. And with what I said, the advertisement we have seen for this game was absolutely insane for a fighting game. Is what the Saudi Arabians they were pushing for it, or this guy recommended it, and well, the expectations were not shattered, man. They couldn't reach to that point. So continue on. While SNK has not yet shared sales numbers, this assumption is based on the game's low current player numbers on SteamDB, the well, Steam database. There are also questions to what extent that SNK's owner, the Misk Foundation, is involved in the game's development, also known as the Mohammed bin Salman Foundation. They own over 90% of the company's shares, giving them potentially more leverage than some CEOs in their own game companies. But even I have to say, that guy really likes the company. We have seen that. Even I remember some of the complaints was the easy combo button in CoF 15. Well, that's because the Saudi Arabian really wanted to play while doing that. So continue on. The reason fans and game press believe the Saudis directly involving themselves in the development was the perplexing addition of two guest characters, football player Cristiano Ronaldo and DJ Salvatore Ganacci. Both are closely connected to the Saudi government, so their additions appear to have been done at the behest of the owners. The owners said just add these characters. They did. The rest of the game was most the decisions within the Japanese staff. And also I have to say it, because of these two characters, this I saw a lot of fucking bitching. No, my seriousness, they ruined Fatal Fury. Fatal Fury ruined. What is it when we pointed out about the censorship of their fighting games? The same FGC call us gunners. This game is not for you. But as soon as they see something like a staff characters like this, they bitch it to no end. Like they were they wanted this to flop only because yeah, it was something that it was related to the Saudi Arabians. Even I was laughing my ass off seeing articles of, oh look, this didn't age well. That the SNK staff they were going to do their stuff without being meddled by the Saudi Arabians. Hey, what would you say about Capcom? Wait, the DI department. Oh yeah, these fucking double standard snakes, man. Yeah, that's what I also have to say. Yeah, I saw them bitching to no end from the English speaking and the Spanish speaking sides of the FGC. Yeah, this is not going to change my mind that the FGC are the cancer of their own video games, of their own genre. They're killing their own games at this point with their fucking behavior. And if you don't believe me, even I remember sharing something on social media. Let me broke that quickly. This one. And of course, the piece of shit deleted the post. I don't think anyone who voted for Trump has a place in the FGC genuinely. You can be all of I don't agree with trans and LGBTH pedophiles, but until you are blue into Facebook, you voted a bigot into office and that gave a platform for other bigots, so you are one of them. This is the kind of fucking retarded piece of shit that the FGC is filled with. The FGC is filled with a lot of those. And just say it here. Fighting game developers should never listen to what the FGC has to say. And posts like this proves why that is. Even with my broken English, man, I'm not going to stop with this. Calling these fuckers out because they're a cancer. They are doing this to themselves. They bitch. Hey, at this point, what place you are going to stand? Just playing fighting games and competitive side, you can have that. But say, yeah, this is a place not for you. That places has always been co-opted by far left retard pieces of shit. These snakes, they sadly, yeah, they also the developers are at fault. They listened a lot to them, and they wonder when they say, yeah, we made these changes to these games, and then they complain why we are selling less and less. Or sometimes they say, yeah, we sold that one, but with the player base, we don't have any more people jumping on it. And even if they want to, the only thing they have the same sweats, and those sweats told tell always every single time they tell the developers to do mechanics changes to make the game more about the esports side rather than making it fun. Seriously, this is just how I see the FGC, and I don't think they are going to change my mind anytime soon. So continue on. BG 24/7 Alex Donaldson shared another interesting claim on Blue Sky. I don't want to open that one. When someone connected to this game's development told me how many copies the new Saudi brass expected it to sell, I actually laughed out loud. Yeah, they were expecting shit tons of copies. But then there are other ideas that the SNK fans are exploring regarding the game's financial prospects. YouTuber and FGC player calls 493 shared his claims on Twitter. According to my Blue Sky feed, and this is something that I also got to say, Blue Sky. Oh, Blue Sky, nothing about X. All of these fucking left morons jumping on Blue Sky. They are in their echo chamber now. So the biggest factor of City of the World struggling sales is neither because CR7 of Digen Man, it's because the game's prices is atrocious in Latin territories. That's a lie. That's a fucking lie. It's base price tag for Street Fighter 6 still costs $60 on the digital storefronts. You know how much it costs for those digital storefronts here in the tier 1? $50 with the first season pass. $50. Season 1 pass included. With Cramcom is $60, no season pass. You have to pay that, and I bet they are like $30 without a discount. This is cope. This is fucking cope. Some of the SNK's biggest markets. That's gonna hurt them harder than including those IRL guests. That's bullshit. What his fuckers say is bullshit. I also have to say the Latin FBC are also kind of a laughing stock because they say, yeah, we want a new fighting game, but they're still paying the fight gate. Or they say, oh, I don't like how this one went. I just going back to fight it. I glad I didn't buy it. Yeah, they also have seen those like that. And I saw one time I played KOF 13, I got my ass whooped every single time, but still I try it. But the ones that are always involved within the FGC are the ones that always bring the most lame excuses with full farce sniff in there like a game journalist. But well, we're almost at the end of the article. At the end of the day, there is no proof that Matsubara's demotion is connected to Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Launch sales, subsequently, in spite of the red flags, there's also no definite evidence that SNK Saudi owners made decisions that harmed this project or even that they mandated the guest characters. The guest characters was just to bring actual new audience, not modern audience, like an audience that will actually know those characters, just to try them. You know, it's like within some certain gacha games do these collabs. Blue Arcan with Hatsune Miku, Toaru Majutsu no Index, Nike with Jason Man, but that one was off the place. It was a mess. Then they did Nier Automata collab and also fitted a lot within the lore of the Nike world, along with Nier Automata, and you know how well beloved those characters are, and they also it was a success. This one was a success. Well, the one with ReZero, it was because of the new anime, and that one was not. Well, it didn't was like fully hated like Chainsaw Man. Then Evangelion, yeah, that's a mixed bag. and you can make an argument with that one. Still, yeah, doing collabs with those characters is because at least they were trying to say, yeah, someone that actually plays FIFA and is a fan of Cristiano Ronaldo, just bring it here and let's try to sell it more. Well, continue on. But fans of SNK games, especially older players who grew with Fatal Fury like Masashiro Sakurai, it's certain a shame that the latest game in the franchise is now the subject of this speculation. It's definitely not the big return to the franchise that SNK and its fans would have hoped, given how much esports is now incorporated into fighting game genre. And that's the main fucking issue from all of this. Because they say, oh, balance this character this, oh, don't make, they should nerf these moves, buff these moves. Or even, in the past, at least they say, yeah, insta kill combo. Those were very common, and that's what was also the FGC group because they say, you know what? Let's see who is the first one to actually get the faster killer combo there. No, no, they say, yeah, they have to nerf this one. Then they need to do more technique stuff here, so it is more challenging for the player to make a combo. And also, with the way what I said about the sweats within the online, yeah, it's something that will make other like more casual players you either try it once and never touching again, or just waiting at up discounts to try it and never touching it again. Appealing to esports is what always kills video games because also fighting games is not the most notorious ones. First shooter games also, and strategy games also. Any sort of esports game is just dedicated to sweats. And you're one of those to enjoy it only if you have a team, or your solo is just going to be sweats versus sweats until everyone just say, you know what, I don't want to try this, and they leave. Oh, I remember Halo when they were saying, yeah, we're going to make the online more focused on esports. Bravo 343 Studios. Oh, excuse me now, Halo Studios. So to end this, it is possible that Fatal Fury series the world finds its way when it joins the esports circuit, but for now, in launch falls under Dark Cloud and that we're not sure the actual product and the work of SNK developers really deserves. But well, here we are. Yeah, this one it was not a success, and also I said that I didn't like some of the stuff like soft censorship and certain decisions within the art style of certain characters like B. Janet. Yeah, I didn't like that. And you say, you know what, at that point I just want to wait. And let's not forget that during the beta it was a kind of a cheat show, considering how that new mechanic, yeah, it was that mechanic was dedicated entirely to please the esports player crowd that loves Street Fighter with their all technical BS that makes that game so hard to play. But at least if you say it's hard to play but it was fun, could be a different story. But that's not the case. They were trying. SNK they were chasing the esports crowd. Big mistake there, to be honest. Big mistake. But well, that's the article and my text in all of this. Anyway, thanks for watching and please take care.